If your mouse double clicks, releases items when it's not supposed to, or doesn't click at all, and you want to fix it, you've come to the right place. This problem starts off as a minor inconvenience and progressively gets worse until you can't take it anymore. I researched on the internet and found this to be a common occurrence with these mice. I reached out to Razer technical support. They told me to uninstall the drivers, blow compressed air through the crevices, and reinstall Synapse. Totally unnecessary. It did not fix the issue. Thank you for wasting my time. So I searched elsewhere for help. I found some things that you should definitely not do. Do not stick a knife or a thin piece of metal between the cover and the base and try to pry open the top. You will break the tabs and your mouse will be garbage. There are 3 screws located on the underside of the mouse that need to be removed. The screws are hidden. 2 are at the top underneath the pad and 1 is at the bottom. You can see the one at the bottom here because I cut off the bottom of the label. Opening the mouse is going to void your warranty, so if you're concerned, don't do it. Tools needed for the job. You'll need a small Phillips head screwdriver, similar to the ones used for eyeglass frames, scissors, and protective eyewear. If this doesn't work, you can take a hammer and smash it and not worry about hurting your eye. You'll have to peel off the pad at the top to get to the 2 screws. I don't know if all the DeathAdders are like this, but everyone I've seen is. If you don't rip it off like a maniac, you should be able to reuse it. You can see I cut off the bottom 1/4 inch or so of the label because it was perfect for the job. You won't be able to see this bottom screw unless you've opened your mouse before. Peel off the label and set it to the side. Try not to crinkle it up too much or touch too much of the adhesive because it's going to come in handy. Grab your Phillips head screwdriver and remove the screws. Now we're going to separate the top of the mouse from its base. Pull it apart nice and easy. Don't pull too far. As you can see, there's some wires connecting modules at the top to the base. Here you can see the 6 clips that are holding the cover of the mouse to its top. This is why we didn't want to pry open the cover with a knife, because these clips surely would have broken. The first time I did this, I released those clips with my fingers and took the cover completely off. I didn't know what the problem was, so I wanted to see if there was some dirt maybe trapped between the cover and the top. There was nothing there. It was clean as a whistle. There's no way that dirt and debris could cause the issues I was having. So what was causing the problem? Well, the switch seemed to be okay. Upon examining the post that depresses the micro switch, I noticed it looked a little bit worn. Not only was it worn, but it was unevenly worn. So I thought if I could build up the post to depress the micro switch evenly, it might just work. Well, it didn't. That's why I brought my safety glasses out, just in case I failed again. So here I'm cutting another little square off of the strip to place on top of the post and build it up just like I did the first time around. The idea is to build up the post so it pushes down the green button evenly and the mouse works correctly. The inspiration for the solution comes from a post I found on the internet. Someone used a piece of a toothpick and glued it to the post. He claimed that the plastic on the post wore too fast. I too saw the wear on the post, but I thought the toothpick would be too crude a method. so I searched for another material. First I thought to use some electrical tape, but then I realized the label I peeled off was perfect. Or so I thought. It didn't work, and that brings us to this video, in which I was going to detail the process, and then delightfully smash the damn thing with a hammer. So here we are, putting the screws back in. I'm just going to drop them in the holes, pick up the screwdriver, and wiggle them around a little bit till they find their slot, and then screw them down. Make sure you don't over tighten them, it's just plastic. Of course, before I smash it, I'm going to plug it in one more time and see if it works. I'll take these just in case. I'm in such a hurry to have some fun, I forgot to put on the pad. I guess I didn't think I'd need it. Good as new. I guess you could put this on too if you want, but I'm not going to bother. Well, would you look at that? It works great. No double clicking. The hold works. It's not letting go of the button. I guess I'll keep it around.